What if I told you that buying a car is basically a magic trick? Seriously, it's a performance designed to do one thing, get you so focused on the shiny object in one hand, that low monthly payment, that you don't see what their other hand is doing. And that other hand? It's quietly pulling thousands of dollars right out of your wallet. Dealers have spent decades perfecting a system that makes you feel like you're winning when you're really just playing their game by their rules. They absolutely hate it when you know this one simple strategy because it flips the entire script. It forces them to drop the act, lay their cards on the table, and actually play fair. And today, we're pulling back the curtain. The second you sit down at that negotiation desk, you're not just a customer anymore. You're a player in a game you probably don't even realize is happening. The dealer's favorite tool is a tactic, not just a piece of paper, designed to overwhelm you. You might see them use a four-square worksheet or a slick digital version, but the goal is always the same: to mash the car's price, your trade-in value, your down payment, and your monthly payment into one big, confusing mess. They'll start scribbling numbers, crossing things out, drawing arrows, and suddenly, it's a jumble of figures that would make your head spin. All that chaos has one purpose: to get you to focus on that one little box. The monthly payment. The question sounds innocent enough, so what are you looking for in a monthly payment? But it's a trap. A lower payment doesn't mean a better deal, it usually just means a longer, more expensive loan. They know if they can get you to agree to a monthly number, they can play with everything else. They can pad the car's price, lowball your trade-in, or stuff the loan with hidden fees, and you won't even notice because you're staring at that affordable payment. They might offer you a fantastic price for your trade-in, but then quietly add that same amount back into the price of the new car. It's a classic shell game, and as long as they're juggling all the numbers at once, they can hide the profit wherever they want. But you're about to learn how to walk in and flip the whole table over. The one strategy that dealers hate isn't some secret password or magic phrase. It's a process. It's the decision to take their one big, confusing transaction and break it down into three completely separate negotiations. From now on, you will never negotiate a car deal as a single package again. You'll handle each part on its own, in a very specific order. You'll negotiate the price of the new car, then the value of your trade-in, and only then will you talk about financing. This is how you take back control. The first and only thing you will discuss is the price of the car you want to buy. And you're not going to negotiate from the sticker price. You will only negotiate the out-the-door price. The odd price is the single most important number in this whole process. It's the final, all-in cost to drive that car off the lot, including the vehicle price, all government fees like tax and title, and most importantly, all of the dealer's own fees. When the salesperson asks about your trade-in, your response is simple and firm. We can definitely get to that, but first, let's agree on the price of your car. I like to handle one thing at a time. When they ask how you're paying or what monthly payment you want, you say, "I'm not worried about monthly payments right now. I'm just focused on the total out-the-door price." Once we agree on that number, the rest is easy. You need to insist on a written, itemized odd quote. This forces them to show you all those extra fees they love to tack on, like dock fees, dealer prep, or market adjustments. While government fees are set, many of these dealer-added fees are negotiable. Focusing on the final odd number makes it their problem to figure out how to get to a price you're happy with. Do this over email with several dealerships before you even go anywhere. This makes them compete for your business right from the start. Once you have a written odd price you've agreed on, and only then do you move to the next step. Okay, the price of the new car is now locked in. It's in writing. It's much harder for them to start playing games by giving you a high trade-in value while secretly inflating the car's price, because that price is already set. Now you say, "Great, now that we've settled that, let's talk about my trade-in." But you're not going in blind. Before you ever contacted this dealership, you did your homework. You took your car to get a real, cash offer. A great place to start is a national retailer like CarMax or Carvana. Get a written 3 to 7 day purchase offer from them. This offer is your baseline. It's a guaranteed price from a buyer who is ready to write you a check, assuming your car passes their final inspection. Let the dealer inspect your car and make you an offer. Their first number will almost always be low. They'll point out every little scratch and ding to make you feel like your car is worth less. Just let them finish their performance. When they give you their number, you don't argue. You just show them the written offer from CarMax and say, "I appreciate your offer, but I already have it in writing from another buyer for this amount. Can you beat it?" The whole dynamic just changed. You're not just asking for more money, you're showing them a competitor's bid. The dealership now has a choice: offer you more for your trade, or you walk away and sell it to the other buyer. You've created a bidding war where you're in control. You've agreed on the car's price. You've agreed on the trade-in's value. The numbers are set. The last stop is the finance and insurance office, the F&I office. This is where dealerships make a huge chunk of their profit, and it's where unprepared buyers can lose thousands. But you're not unprepared. Weeks ago, you went to your own bank or a local credit union and got pre-approved for a car loan. This is maybe the most powerful move you can make. A pre-approval tells you exactly what interest rate you qualify for, so the dealer can't try to convince you your credit isn't as good as it is. When the finance manager wants you to fill out a credit application, you can say, "I appreciate it, but I've already secured my own financing. I have a pre-approval from my credit union for 4.5%. If you can beat that rate, I'm happy to let you try." That one sentence is their kryptonite. You've just turned their biggest profit center into a competition. See, dealers often get paid by lenders, and a common way they profit is by marking up your interest rate. If the bank approves you for 4.5%, the dealer might present the offer to you as 6%, and they pocket the difference. By walking in with your own approved loan, you force them to be honest. They either have to give you a better rate, or they make no money on the financing at all. If you're finding this helpful, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel and makes sure other people can find this info and avoid getting ripped off. And if you've got a crazy dealership story, drop it in the comments. I read every single one. When you break the deal into these 3 separate steps, you completely dismantle the dealer's system. Their 4-square worksheet is useless. The conversation is no longer about a confusing, fuzzy monthly payment. It's about 3 clear transactions where you have the leverage. They hate it because you've taken away their ability to play the shell game. You've forced them to be transparent. You're no longer just an emotional buyer they can confuse. You're an organized, informed manager of your own money. You've systematically neutralized their biggest advantages and turned their game into your game. And now, you're playing by your rules. The next time you walk into a dealership, remember, you're not there to be sold a car. You are there to buy a car, on your terms. This isn't a trick, it's a strategy. 1. Negotiate only the out-the-door price of the new car. Get it in writing before moving on. 2. Introduce your trade-in only after the price is locked, and bring a competing written offer with you. 3. Talk financing last, and always walk in with a pre-approval from your own bank or credit union. This 3-step process gives you clarity and control. It saves you from the confusion, saves you thousands of dollars, and lets you drive away with the confidence that you earned the deal you deserve. Now you know the strategy they don't want you to know. If this video helped you, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications for more secrets the car industry would rather you didn't hear. Thanks for watching.